I want to just get rid of formalities and stay away from the superficial introductions because I feel like they're not necessary. And for a while I've been trying to come up with a perfect introduction to what I consider a perfect game, but I think it's a general rule of acceptancy that when you want to get something across so badly, it never comes out the way you intend it to. So basing it off that, I'm just gonna leave it flow and say, you know what, fuck it anyway. The game itself overshadows whatever I have to say, so it's really not worth me saying anything. And I think with games or anything to do with something like this, which just has so much inspiration and just so much about it, you know, it's like there's a time to speak and there's a time not to speak, so I choose the second one, and I'm gonna stick by that rule, that principle in this video, because for me Skyrim it's what's inspired me to make videos again, and I can honestly say that's just, no other game has done that for a long time, so I wasn't even gonna do anything until I played this game, so that's about it.
Hey, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Talia, sir. The headsman is waiting.
And what I meant by when I said that I wasn't going to speak too much is that
please help me.
My main goal, my main objective in this series I hope to create and I hope to captivate many viewers from is that I feel like this game, because of its magnitude, because of its brilliance, I don't think that I should be, my vocal points and my commentary, I just feel personally that it shouldn't be at the foreground, at the home front of everything. I don't think that should be the main emphasis. And I know I'm talking over a bit of these guys, but in the future, as the video progresses, I won't be talking too much. I'll just be laying back, listening to myself, listening to what you're listening to right now, and that's about it, because I'll let the characters speak as well. You know, I'll just that's just the whole point of it. You know, it's what I want to achieve. It's a different way of doing things, and it's kind of not me anyway. Just to perpetrate my personality to people. So.
No, wait, we're not rebels.
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them we weren't with you. This is a mistake.
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood.
So just to put emphasis on that point again,
No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
every
You're not gonna kill me.
Archers!
every
Anyone else
editorial
feel like running?
Wait. You there.
effect I do is going to be pretty much immaterial to the actual video itself, to the actual game. And
Who are you?
you'll see a lot of this as well throughout the video, and that is basically just a blackout transition where it shows a lapse in time, but you can still understand where you are after that lapse in time. So, like for instance, just for just monotonous moments like this where you got to choose your character and stuff, even though it's really fun and personal to you, and somewhere in the character your personality goes into it. And looking at it now, I kind of just reject that statement I made. But anyway, at the time, anyway, it's a fun thing to do, and but obviously it fills up a lot of space if I just put that in the video. So you'll see that, and especially the name as well. It took me a while to come up with a good name, because I wanted it to just be sort of what I wanted it to be, because you're going to play the game for probably about 200 hours or something, so you might as well just get it right the first time.
Refugee? Gods really have abandoned your people, Dark Elf. Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to Morrowind. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon you.
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Nirn, as you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning.
It's a really tense moment as well.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
You Imperial bastards!
They do a really good job of building that tension.
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the Dark Elf!
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner!
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
Now immediately you descend into chaos, and
Jarl
it's basically right now all about the dragon.
Could the legends be true?
Legends don't burn out.
I mean, this is the reason. This is what separates this game, you know, from everything else. I think is just the sheer fact that the main quest involves killing dragons. That's just insane. I mean, I think everybody realizes how boring it was to shut an Oblivion gate, and I think this time we got rewarded for our patience.
Just walk towards me. Come on. Hammond, you need to get over here. Now! That boy. You're doing great. Torolf! Everyone get back! Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense. Gods guide you. Stay close to the wall! Quickly, follow me!
And this is the first like sign of combat as well in the game. This is how we are first introduced to how we fight in the game and how the mechanics of the actual battling system works. And I'm really impressed with how they've done it, what they've achieved. It's remarkable. Really. It's incredible. Every single thing as well. I think the actual the way the items menu and maps, etc., magic is all set out, how it's structured, is it's just like user friendly. It's just so easy and just it rules out complications, but it's still like effective as well.
Nothing for it but to keep moving.
And this is where we are now. We just underground, just avoiding the dragon attack on Helgen. You can see I get my shield out.
Doesn't give up easy.
What are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen, now!
These Imperials have potions in here. We're going to need them.
What was that? You won't take us alive!
Do your worst. Victory's
And from what I've gathered as well out of the leveling up system, is that it's nothing like Oblivion, which I've disliked pretty much all of the Oblivion Fallout ways of leveling up, and you know, your max level cap and all that, and picking the perks and stuff, and I just feel like it's really unfair in all the older games, because you always seem to muck up and do bad. But with this, it's just from what I've gathered, it's just great, because you will inevitably like reach level 81 if you get everything up to 100. There's no major skills or no minor skills. It's just they're all the same. And it's sort of you can create and hone your character better than ever before, and make him really individual and unique to you. So, like for instance, if you wanted to be like a sneaky assassin or whatever, you could easily create that character, providing you pick the right perks. And that's how you sort of define the characters, by the perks. Because I won't go into great detail right now, but I'll probably do it eventually. I'll just go through the leveling up system, how it works. It's pretty simple, and you don't really need a long explanation about it, but it's just rather effective.
See if you can get it open with some picks.
I think the max, well, obviously the max amount of perks you can pick, I think, is 80, or would it be 81? Yeah, it'd be 81, wouldn't it? So I think all in all is something like over 200. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's off the top of my head. So it is, but some are useless, don't forget, some are pretty useless. But obviously how it differs so much to Oblivion was that you could easily lose a couple of levels off your max level cap just by putting up, not just that, but you wouldn't be able to increase certain things like endurance, like what are the other ones, agility, etc, etc, you know, all the rest of it, magicka, I think, stuff like that. You could miss out on putting them up by 5 points every time if you accidentally rose one of the minor skills up too much or too little, which was a pain in the arse, I gotta be honest. So half the time you're going through the game, completing a quest, and then you'd realise, Christ, I've gotta put up some minor skills before I level up, and it's sort of a task, and it's just annoying. It sort of stops the flow, the natural flow of the game. But with this, the way they've set it out, you can actually just play the game how you want to play it, and it doesn't really matter. Yeah, obviously you can train as well, and you can do all stuff like that, but it's sort of more of a natural progression. You can just, at the same time while leveling up, you can just go through a cave, you can explore a hidden dungeon, and that's how it works. Instead of stopping all the time, every hour, and just jumping on a signpost. So that was one of the ways to get your whatever, athleticism up. That was a funny one. I'm sure there'll be ones like that in this though. I've already heard of a few. I just love how they've revamped the combat system. I think it's really, really awesome. I think that's another shock I had when I played the game first off. Was that it was just so fun to actually fight enemies and stuff. And there's a similar approach there in Fallout as well, with the just a little thing they've taken from it, from their other games, is that they've done that sort of scene mode where you kill somebody with like sort of a critical hit and can't control it, but it looks awesome. But it feels like you're controlling it. That's the difference. It doesn't feel cinematic. It doesn't feel like a cutscene or anything. It does still feel like you're controlling it. So kind of like Assassin's Creed. That's a good example. Because I mean, all that, you just click one button and it does sort of a motion, integrated motions which you don't control, but it still feels like you're doing it, if you know what I mean. And it's kind of like that with this, which is good.
Easy does it.
And I choose what I think was the wise option at the time, not to attack the bay, because I think being such a low level I would have probably got destroyed. So I utilised the sneak. I think most people would have done that. I think maybe some would have tried to attack the bay, but I didn't try once. So, and coming up now, I think is the first time you're introduced to the outside world, where you can explore and actually see how at what scale Skyrim is at, how gigantic the actual place is.
Wait.
And there we are.
Looks like he's gone for good this time.
Incredible. Just what, you know, games like this don't come around often at all.
Closest town from here is River.
If ever, you know.
Blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. Hard to believe it was just a coincidence that the first dragon anyone's seen for centuries attacks just as Ulfric was about to be executed. General Tullius has his headquarters in Castle Dower, in the city of Solitude, northwest of here. You'll want to talk to Legate Ricka. She deals with the new recruits.
And that's probably one of the first
sure to put in a good word for
questions you can ask yourself is, why did the dragon attack at that specific moment? Was it to do with you?
We'd better keep moving. I feel like,
you know, just about to be executed, is that sort of mysterious? Or was it because the leader of the Stormcloaks, Alfred something, was going to get executed as well? Did he call the dragon? You don't know. And so that's probably the first main issue you could raise, and sort of that spirals a load of things through your head. And again, everywhere you look, it's just very idyllic, so peaceful as well, and it's not like just eye candy. It's actually it feels like you're involved in it as well. It's just, and here again is the as I mentioned before, I don't want to create a lapse in time where you don't understand what is going on. I like to make sure you know what's going on, so when you see it black out a bit and go back into it, all it is a little bit further on, and if anything, the previous clip, somebody will speak and say where you need to go next, and then I'll just about fit that in, and then you'll be at the location. So I feel like, I know it can be fun to get involved in it if it's just constantly going through and you're playing it, but I feel like a game of this length would just, it just cannot be done. I don't think you'd ever find somebody who would finish this game and post every single scene of it. Here as well is the attack of wolves. It's where I first use the double sparks, the new thing they've done to the game as well, where they where you can carry 2 weapons, or you can carry, like, you can use two magic spells, and it's just really cool. And a third-person shot there of my actual character. You can see he's got a little bit of armor on.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
And all that's happening now is we're going to Riverwood to see his uncle and see what he has to say. Riverwood should really be the first town you come into contact with, so. And there's just a brief look at the leveling up system. Looks complicated, but it's not.
Hadvar, what are you doing here? Are you on leave from Shores, Bones? What happened to you?
Shh,
are you in some
Uncle, please, keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat. and you can tell me all about it.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the Barrow.
Dragons now, is it? Please. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy.
Sigrid, we have company.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy. What's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to stop. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' guard. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here.
Now, a large portion of the footage here is just me showing you what it's like to go around, just exploring the map, just so you can get that feel for it. And I think what's so unique with these games, and especially Skyrim, is that there's so many different ways of playing the game. You can play it just like this. You could just continuously try and find new places, seek your own adventures that fall outside the conventional way of playing it, and I think that's what's so unique about the game. But of course, then if you feel like, you can just go straight to the missions and the quests and the campaigns, and they too can just be exceptional themselves. And I don't know, there's something so tranquil about finding your way around a new map like this. There's something very peaceful, very intimidating as well, but it's just so you can just get a feel of what it's like, you know.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Another notable thing I want to mention as well is that I remember a couple of days before the game came out that I was listening to an interview with one of the game's developers, and what he said was really truthful. It was, and it's something they've manifested in the game to sort of make it different, you know. But if you played Skyrim, I think you'll know by now that when you tend to go around the maps like this and you're in a deserted area, and I don't know if you just heard that then, but that was the cry of the wolves. That was pretty chilling. That's why I decided to put that in there. That was pretty cool. But yeah, when you're going through the maps, exploring, and those cutscenes, they're so cool. I shouldn't call them cutscenes. But when you're going around the map exploring, you'll find that Skyrim feels much bigger than Oblivion. Now it's funny because the game developer actually said that the game map size actually isn't that different. It's actually pretty much the same size. But what they've done is, in Skyrim, you cannot just jump your way up a mountain. You have to actually find the route, the passageway up a mountain, or through a canyon, through an area. You gotta find the actual route itself. Otherwise, you can't continue. Otherwise, you have a huge cliff face in front of you, and you can't even scale it. But unlike Oblivion, you could just jump up the cliff face, because they weren't designed too good. But in this, it feels much more colossal. The actual game does, and that's the reason why. Which I couldn't argue with. I think that's something you pick up on when you play the game. But it's funny because it's funny how they said both maps are on the same scale, but this one somehow feels so much more open, so much greater, you know. And obviously there as well, I was gonna put some text in there, but obviously there's no way I would have killed the troll. Not troll. There's no way I could have killed that giant as well. There's no way.
Only the most famous warrior band in all of Skyrim. Have you been living with the Horkers? When we arrive, blood is spilled and our blades sing to the glories of Ysgramor. Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to your Vasker, if you're worth anything.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too? You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill. They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready. Iron sword, huh? What are you killing? Butterflies?
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to over.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms...
I'll take the job,
I know I made
but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn? New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again,
Greymane or Battleborn. Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side.
What's this about Riverwood being in danger? Alvor? The smith, isn't he? Reliable, solid fellow. Not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong? By Ysmir, Irileth was right! What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. I'll introduce you to Farengar. He can be a bit...
Staying safe, I hope.
Mages, you know. Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons...
And if you don't know, for some strange or peculiar reason, what's going on, because you should know, because you should have been paying attention, all I'm doing right now is going up to Bleak-Falls Barrow to retrieve the stone tablet Farengar was on about, and it's just, it's sort of one of those quests that leads to something greater. Let's just say like a hell of a lot, you know, there's a hell of a lot more to come after this one, so this is like that first step towards the endless road, you know, going down on a gigantic quest of some sort. But it's I go through a cool little like battle here with a couple of bandits as well, which is rather enjoyable.
Now ain't this a surprise? That the best you can do? God, no!
But in this part 1, shall we say, of my Skyrim, it's like I don't really intend on putting the dragon, the first encounter with the dragon in it, well, the first encounter where you fight the dragon, so to speak. I don't want to put that in just yet, because I feel like that is more of an essential substance to put in another time. I feel like that should be focused on, and that was extremely crazy. And where was I? Yes, the dragon thing. I don't think that I should put this like at the end of the video or anything, just to make the video, you know, oh my god, the dragon fights at the end. No, I don't want to do it because I feel like that is an important like scene, important part or whatever, just where you fight the dragon first of all, and you discover a load of things. So I'll probably just that's going to be my like second video, which will just be completely will completely emphasize on that aspect of the game, with the first encounter with the dragon and stuff, where you fight it, of course. And that's about it, you know, because I feel like in this video it's more of like I don't even know what people's reactions are going to be like anyway, and for Christ's sake, nobody, you know, might only be a few hundred people even watch the video over the course of like a month or so, so you know, it doesn't really matter. But that's kind of what's important as well. That's another thing I want to say, that it's important as well. People just let me know, you know, what it was like just to watch this. I know there's tons of Skyrim videos and stuff, but I don't want to go over this too much because I don't want to ruin anything. But it's just like, I don't know, just let me know, you know, if there's something you liked about the video, if there's something you disliked about it, if there's something I should do more of or less of, just let me know. So constructive criticism is welcome, of course, always welcome, but not to completely rid the good parts as well, which you are more than welcome to say. Don't forget to, if you know, want to say stuff like that, like what's good about it, just tell me. I will be very happy if you do. So go ahead. Because I don't know what people's reactions are going to be like. Obviously, it's just like, for me, it's just going in blind. I've played the game, you know, I've enjoyed the game, and then I've just made a video on it. So I hope it's positive, because you know, it does take quite a while. I don't think people realize how long it takes to sort of do everything in it. It's not as easy as just commentating on an online game. And for the benefit of watching these as well, look, I cut out loading screens, which I'm sure to the satisfaction of everybody, it's just a positive thing. It can only be positive, so there we go.
That dark elf wants to go on ahead, let him. Better than us risking our necks.
What if Arvel doesn't come back? I want my share from that club.
Just shut it. Keep an eye out for trouble.
This is like, this I think we're coming up to the last about, well, say 15 minutes of the video. Is just, now it consists of the dungeon, going through the dungeon, fighting a load of undead things. And this is where I retrieve the golden... No, I don't. They talk about the golden claw.
Someone there?
Someone there.
Oh, Christ. So I think for now, I don't really know what else to say. There's probably a lot of other things I want to put across, and I could probably go back right now and look at all the commentary I've done and think, oh, I didn't like that too much. That's going to be perceived stupidly, or something's wrong with it and I should change it. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it and see what people think. And see what the video think. See what people think of the video. That's all I can do, really, so whatever. But I thoroughly enjoyed making the video anyway. I can't wait to continue making the next few. There's no good me pondering too much or being too anxious. I should just leave it, rest. And this is where I meet Arvel or Avril or whatever. Arvel. It's an interesting scene. Yeah, so for now I think I'll be signing out. I'll let everybody enjoy the fight between this thing and a boss battle at the end.
For Arcade's sake. You, over here. You did it, you killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up. Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there. Does it look like I can move? You have to cut me down first. Get me down! Get me down! Coming loose. I can feel it. You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone? What?